I was one of those students who there's a lot of things that sounded really interesting to me and I had a hard time picking. And so what I did is I made a list of a bunch of different professions. And I took that list and I started to job shadow all of them. Some of them I spent a little bit of time with them and realized I didn't like it at all, and that was that. And there were a few of them I really liked and I would shadow several times. It gave me a really good idea of what I liked, and for me it was definitely optometry. There were a few things that set SCO apart, I thought, that made them stand out. I loved how friendly people were here. People treat you like they know you, and that's not something I'm used to. It was really nice. I thought SCO's facilities were top-notch. When I was interviewing here, they had not even opened yet the new classrooms. They hadn't had any students in there yet, so they're still brand new. And those classrooms are very, very nice. They have microphones, outlets, there's a recording service for the lectures. They're very big, spacious, the seats are comfortable. You're not working on a little small desk, you have a nice big space. And it's just very nice. They have the latest and greatest there, and it shows. The clinical education here was probably the main tipping point. Everything else was great, but when I saw the clinic and the clinical facilities here, and just the organization, how it works, and the fact that everyone was busy seeing patients, that was the tipping point for me. I knew just from that alone I was going to come to SCO. And even though I've only been in the clinic now a month, seeing patients, we're always booked. We're seeing patients every single day. And I've never had a day where I haven't seen patients. And so they do a great job here. We see tons and tons of patients. The fact that you have a staff doctor for every 4 students it's unreal. The fact that you get that much personal attention. I asked someone last week about how many patients on average we see a day. They say it ranges anywhere from 200 to 400, and during busier times it's 300 to 400 consistently. The fact that we still have a 4-to-1 ratio and we're seeing that many patients, to me, is great. School's very important, but you also need to pick a place that you would be happy living in for 4 years. And so when it came down to that, I started to look at not just the school itself, but the cities the schools were located in. My wife and I, we're not homebodies. We love to be out and about. One of the first things we did when we moved here was we got in the car and we started driving, exploring the city, and we've continued to do that. I know one of the things my wife was a little bit nervous about at first was the bad reputation Memphis seems to have as far as safety. She's a pretty good measuring stick. She'll tell me if she doesn't feel safe, and she's never had any situation where she's ever felt unsafe. People are friendly, they're nice, there's a lot of great things to do, great food to eat. And Memphis is located near a lot of really great cities as well. We've taken a lot of day trips and weekend trips to see a great part of this country. I felt like SCO wanted me to come here. There were some other schools I applied to, and their scholarship process, they weren't going to hand out scholarships until much later. The fact that SCO let me know very early on about a scholarship reinforced to me that they cared about me, but that was something I didn't get from other schools, and SCO, that made them stand out a whole lot. I'm very, very grateful for their contributions, and I hope to, as soon as I'm out practicing, to give back to SCO in a similar way.